Hi guys, how are we? Hope you are all having the most amazing day. I wanted to jump on tonight and give you guys a little bit of a rundown on our new system. And it's always crazy implementing new things, but rest assured, this is nothing new. We've just simplified the process a little bit more for you, and I wanted to run you through everything. So, I have redefined my mission statement, and as Team Elite and all of us here within Team Freedom, Team Freestyle, Team Spirit, and all of our Juice Plus teams. Our job here is to be able to transform lives globally by empowering women to have more fun, master their mindset, their emotions, and finances to be the very best we can be. So, breaking it down, I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an insight as to what elite means to me. So, elite is empowered women living our best life, inspiring greatness to make ourselves epic and empower others to do the same. So, hopefully, you guys would love to work on your own mission statements as well to go out there and share with the world. But for now, what we've done is we've created in alignment with the new Team Freestyle system. So if you don't know who Team Freestyle is, it is Adam and Kira's team, and they've just started this amazing ManyChat system. So we thought that we've got a brand new little blueprint group. I have a blueprint group, and so does Monique. So whoever's team that you're under, you'll be in those blueprint groups. And we wanted to make it super simple for you guys to be able to bring on a new team and to be able to show them through this super easy process. So scrap everything that you've already got, okay? We'll keep it there, but just put it aside. Those of you who are doing the challenge for the road to Melbourne over the next 90 days, I would love for you guys to have a look at this, use the resources, and obviously you're all in that chat as well. If you're not in the chat, please reach out and let me know, and we can add you to the action chat as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. I've actually got two screens on, so I'm going to look sideways. So I don't know where we're going to be looking, but let me share my screen and I will give you a little run through on all of the new documents that I've put in for you in Team Elite. Now, in some of the other teams, they don't have the blueprint group. So we've just added this extra little step as kind of a stepping stone to be able to, have a little bit more connection and contact in the beginning, in those first few days to a week. Okay, so I'll share my screen. All right, so starting off, when somebody gets started, what I might do is I'll open up, where is it? Now I've just got to find everything, so bear with me on this one. So for those of you who are already in Team Elite, you'll find a new team member checklist. Now I'll show you where this is shortly. But basically, when somebody gets started, we're creating that curiosity around, posting, or we're starting new conversations, or you might be in the challenge and you're writing down your list of 30 people that we're going to reach out to. When we're using these documents, there's literally only 4 documents that I want you guys to use over the next 90 days to make it super simple. Okay, now I've got a new team member checklist here, which I've kind of done so that it can run you through just step by step, super basic, super easy. So when we get to the stage of sending somebody an event and they've already shown interest, if you're looking for a specific event to use, please reach out and ask, because there's literally hundreds and hundreds of them, from personal trainer events to mums to teachers to nutrition support. There's so much, seriously. So if you've got somebody who you've got in mind, give us a shout out. So after we've sent an event, we want to follow up with the prospect within 24 to 48 hours. Now, if they say, and then you follow up with them and they've seen an event, what did you love best? As soon as you've done that and they've shown some interest, they go straight into a 3-way message with your upline who's doing the business calls for you. Now, at the moment in my team, the leaders that are doing that is myself, Monique, Michelle, and Sarah. So whoever's team that you're in, you'll pop that message in with the upline, in with those people, and they will start the conversation back with them to see what got their interest and to get them on the phone and have a chat. So the next step is, yes, they've gone into a call, we've done a call with them, and then once they've said yes, that they're keen to get started, whether they've ordered their products or not, if they've got a yes and they've had the call, then we can add them into the Blueprint group. So the Blueprint group is pretty new. Monique's got her own, so I can show you that as well. So mine's called the Team Elite Blueprint group, and if you're in Monique's team, hers is the Abundant Life Blueprint group. I get confused with all the names. So both of our groups, guys, are exactly the same, except for I'm talking on mine and Monique's talking on hers. So when you go into the Blueprint group, whichever you're in, if you go in under units or learning, depending on what it says there, you'll see down here, it's got a list of, 8 to 9 to 10 steps, somewhere roughly around there. So when a new person comes in and gets started, this is a really quick way for somebody to find out a little bit more information without being added to the bigger team groups. And this is basically your start strong calls. Okay, so once they've said yes, straight away add them to the Blueprint group, get them started, and you guys want to check in with them. It's not my responsibility or Monique's to check in with people, but you want to follow these people up closely within 24 hours. If I go back to our call here, so once they've said that it's a yes, you've added them to the Team Elite Blueprint group, they're going to order their products and get their franchise detail information. And once they've ordered their products, you add them to the JBT group. And this is most important. You want to book them in for a call within 24 hours. Now, to get through all of these steps, at the moment, it takes about an hour. Okay, so if somebody's super passionate, super ready to go, yes, pop them in here and they can literally do all of those steps before you have a call with them. If not, even if they can just get to the first couple. So you'll see here, we've got like a welcome, we've got program and points, and it's not a full rundown. It's just to give them a little bit of a snippet of an idea on how the program is, what kind of packages they can order, and the points and kind of how they work. All right. So if you guys haven't watched this, I really encourage you to go and watch it yourself as well. So also just some ideas on what they can do for their first post without using scripts. Okay, so have a look at that. There's a couple of little posts in there that they can use, and it's just literally, I'm super excited to get these things on my doorstep. Can't wait. All about reconnecting with people. There's also a little mindset and belief exercise, because this business at the end of the day is all about mindset. And excuse me, I need some water. And I really encourage all of you to go and have download this wheel of belief and fill it out for yourself, because what this allows us to do is, if you're low on anything, and it doesn't matter if you are, if you're sitting at a 2 or a 3 on one of those wheels of belief, then it's a great way for us to be able to figure out which information that we need to give you to lift those levels of belief up. A little bit around following up, and then graduation. So by this time, by the time you get through all of that, all of those videos, they would have had some interest in their first customer. We're helping them through a couple of things, and I'm going to pop down back over to here again. So on this first call within 24 hours with one of us, with me, Monique, Michelle, or Sarah, what we're going to do is we're going to start thinking of those list of 20 people that we'd love to share this program with. We're going to help them reach out to their first 2 to 5 people. We're going to show them through the JBT program. We're going to send them a copy of the first week of post document, which I'll show you where that is in a second. And we're going to explain the relationship building questions using form, which I'll show you guys too. So there's a little bit more information here. And then this goes down through a DBF promotion. Once they get to DBF, what you guys need to do next, promote them, add them to Team Elite. So they'll go straight into that after they get their DBF promotion. Put a you can pretty much put them in Team Elite once they've signed their franchise. So I probably should change that. You know, you do a congratulations post, you add them to the team chats. You know, we've got a Team Elite team chat. Monique's got her own team chat as well. And then there's another section here that says add to ManyChat. Now, this is the new Team Freestyle onboarding system, which we've decided just to use the blueprint first, as that, you know, to give a little bit more contact with somebody first. Because with ManyChat, once they go into the ManyChat system, there's nobody actually there working through that with them. There's nobody replying to that message at all, and there's nobody monitoring the page. So it's really just, I would like to have it as a second step. Yes, some of it's a little bit repeated, but it's in different words, you know, like me and Mon are saying some stuff, and then it goes over to Adam. There's some videos from Ange Simpson, from Katrina Stark, and some of the other top leaders. Lorian's in there as well, and Adam. Okay, so once they hit DBF, then here's the link for them to be able to be added into the ManyChat system, and you can literally just send them that link. So if you haven't had a look at it and you're already a DBF or above, go through the blueprint first and then go over into ManyChat. So from here, you want to book a call in with your SC or SSC leader as soon as they hit their DBF promotion, so that we can map out that build to SDBF call. So what's going to happen next for them if they're on the fast track plan and they're within that 40 days. So then you've got that checklist then to check off every promotion that your team member gets. So when they get SDBF, here's a list of things that they can do. Now I've put in add to the preferred team groups. So you guys don't have to add people to every single group, but we're here to guide you as to which group might benefit you best. You know, Linda has some great content in Team Spirit. Adam has obviously great content, and so does Lorian. I'm across all of them. But, you know, if you're really just doing this in stolen moments in 1 hour a day, you might not want to be in 10 groups, okay? So let us help you with the right groups for you to really spend your focused time in, and to what training is best for you as well. So just check that everyone's been added to the Australia New Zealand franchise group. And something that we love to do in our team is recognition. And something that I like to do that's been passed down from my leaders through Adam and Lorian is to spend 10% of our fast track bonus on our team member when they hit that fast track or when they get their promotion. And then when you come down to SC, there's obviously a couple of extra little group chats through head office and being in Team Freestyle as well. That gives you extra mentoring and extra support and more leadership skills in those groups. So again, I like to spend 10% of the bonus on this. So, you know, with an SDVF promotion, if you get a $400 bonus and your team member gets a $400 bonus, there's a nice little, you know, $40 gift there that you can buy your team member, like Kiki K or some nice journals or whatever it is that you would love to buy. So that's the checklist, okay? So I will show you where they all are. So the blueprint group basically is that. That's exactly that. So before I go over back into Team Elite, I want to show you the Start Strong workbook. So the most important thing when someone gets started is to get clear on your story, guys. Like if you haven't got a story written down, you need something to share with people. So I'd like to be able to get everybody to do this. So in the Start Strong workbook, which I've brought up over here, there's a little bit about me. Monique's actually got her own little Start Strong workbook as well. So there's a little bit of info there. Let's get started. So there's a little bit of info. There's a welcome video. There is getting started. Have I got two of the same pages for some reason? Don't know why. I'll fix that. And then it comes down here. So when we get started, we want to learn from other people's stories. So I've put an event in there that's got all of our top leaders on it. Feel free to share that whenever you need to. And then it comes down here to crafting your story. So I wanted to create a little workbook so that you guys can work through this with your new team member. So they can literally go and watch Linda's How to Get Started training. And then down here in the next part, there's a little workbook that if they fill that out and if you're challenged on helping a new team member through starting this, getting their story clear, I've put a little sentence down here where there's a couple of little blank spots that you can literally pick out some of their pain points, some of their opportunities, and pop them into the gaps, okay, and just work a story around it. And this is a Start Strong checklist for the new person, so that they can put their start date down and they can tick off some of these really basic things that they need to do in that first, 30 to 40 days. And it's exactly the same as what's in the new team member checklist for you guys to use and follow. So they've watched the blueprint, they've started crafting their story, they've started on their list of people. So you want to be encouraging that every step of the way that they go, I would be in touch with my new person every single day for the first 40 days. Check in with them. How are you going with that? What step are you up to? What do you need help with? Organize a call if you need to. The support that you give in the first 40 days is so important. So that's the Start Strong workbook. So all of that is in our blueprint group. You can find it all under the learning tab or under units, or however it comes up. And it's all literally just in one unit. So everything's there for you. Okay, so stepping over to the next one. So in Team Elite, for you guys who are already in Team Elite, you're either DVF or you've registered your franchise and above. Underneath the units, I've put everything in there for you. There's the first week of post examples document. So when a new person gets started, they can use this first week of post examples document as a guide to your social media. Okay, so it's one thing having conversations with people, but we also want to create that curiosity on our Facebook feed as well. And when we get started, sometimes if we don't know what to post about or we don't have any ideas, this is great to be able to give you guys some ideas, okay? So again, I wouldn't post any more than 2 or 3 times a day on your actual wall, but you can post in stories like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times a day, however many you want to. Think of your news feed as those real catching posts, and then think of your stories as what you're doing during the day. Share what you're up to, share that you're on the beach, share what you're eating, share videos if you want to in there, share how you're feeling, share your vulnerabilities, whatever it is that you want to share about in there. And this gives you some ideas on what you can share in that too. So consistency obviously is the most important. So there's a little schedule there. I've got it on my phone. If you have a look in Team Elite, there's a screensaver that I created that you can put that on your phone, and you can literally just open your phone up and see what kind of things you need to post at 6 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon. Give you an idea. So down here, I've put 7 days of ideas. So literally you can follow through this, your new team member can follow through this, and they can literally post something with ideas 3 times a day, 2 times a day if you want to, for 7 days, and then repeat. Okay, so then at the bottom of here, when you're posting and you're gaining that curiosity and people might comment on them, there's some phone apps there that if you want to get a little bit fancy, you can use that. But scrolling down a little bit further, there's building relationships in here. Now this ties in really well with the customer call document, which I'll show you in a minute. So in building relationships, if somebody likes and comments on your post, send them a message, like and comment on their stuff as well. And then, send them a message and go, hey, how have you been? Thanks for your support on my post. How's your week been? How have the kids been? And you can use this as a basis to ask questions to be able to get to their pain points. So you might see, you know, how many kids have they got? What have they been doing for work? These come in really handy, especially when you don't know people and you start adding new friends or you're going into groups. So once you've got a couple of pain points from people, ask them questions. Ask, you know, the why, who have you been, what have you been up to, all of those. Where's your favorite place to go? Find out what their pain points are. Find out what their hopes and dreams are. You know, if you've got a struggling mum who's a single mum who loves to travel and she really wants to go to America, that was me. So if I could show you a way to be able to get more income into your single income life and have more travel adventures to take the kids to America to give you more flexibility in your life, would that be something that you'd be open to checking out? Now, if you've asked them a couple of questions and you know those pain points, yes, it's great to be able to then go and ask them that question. So there's a few tips here around how I like to do things on social media. My advice is just pick a couple of things out and run with it. You don't need to know everything like straight up in one go, in one day. Just, you know, try something. Take photos of everything every day. Just run with that for a week and just take photos of everything. And then come back to this book and go, cool, like I'm going to just come in and do a new tip and run with that for the next week. There's a couple of all the 30-day value programs down there, and just another little exercise. If you get, you know, 10 minutes to do that, you can do that, but it's obviously not essential. So that is the documents in Team Elite. And then I wanted to show you the customer call document as well. So what else have I got in here? Start Strong workbook is in there. There's a welcome to Team Elite letter in there, which just has a run through of all of the different groups that you've got and what they all are and what they're all used for, which you can just print it off. My advice is just print off this whole getting started section, pop it into a little folder. I like to get these little green folders here from Officeworks and just put all of those documents in together. And then the next one is once you've got that interest, so you've created your curiosity by using that first week of post examples document. You might have been posting recipes. You're living the mission yourself. It's so important. If you're not a big meal plan person, just do one recipe a week or something. Exercise. Try one of the programs. Do the gratitude program. Live the mission of our program and post about it. So meet them where they're at. So obviously you've said to them, you know, thanks for supporting my post. Interested to know from what you've seen what sparked your interest. So this is a really great call flow that you can work through your new team. And if you're brand new, you might have seen some of this going on in some of the three-way chats that we're doing with you guys as well when you first start. So I don't like to just give this to a new team member. I like to go, cool, like send me some screenshots. What have they said first? What have they replied? So that you can work through this with them. Send them just a couple. You want to do your first couple of customer calls with them each step of the way. Then they're more confident in doing their own calls. So I have a little bit of a rule of thumb for myself. If they're interested in the product, I will run through this to get them on a call. It's so important. I find that building relationships with people is so great to be able to get them on a call. And, you know, I'm super excited for what this can be for you and helping you achieve your goals. Might be easier to catch up over on the chat, and I can run you through the program. So find out what time your upline's free to be able to do these calls, because you might then, like I'm only free in the afternoons and some night times. So, you know, I would normally say to that person, are you free in the afternoon? Is afternoons or evenings best? So you'll know some of your uplines work during the day and some of them only work at night time. So make sure you know what that time is. And if you haven't got your first couple of customers started yet, you want to do this with your upline. Super important. So if you're doing a phone chat with your upline, there's a little message there. or sometimes it's just easier to be able to put them into a chat. So if you get somebody interested on that first post, you ask them what their goals are. We work through a couple of questions backwards and forwards with you. Then you can pop them into a three-way chat. And just wanted to introduce you to my friend Lee, who's helped me get awesome results so far, or she knows more about the free program than I do. She has an amazing story and can help answer any of your questions. And then you let us do the rest, okay? And you can just watch. So then we will flow through this. Now, if you get them on a call, I generally run through this on a call exactly the same. You will get some hesitation though from people who don't want to get onto a call. So you can still ask them exactly the same questions, but you just break it down into messages. So, tell me a little bit about you. What goals are you working towards? What are you wanting to achieve? And just go back through their goals. If you're not sure, screenshot it, send it to us. So you want to help them see the value in the program, because if you just send prices straight off the bat without allowing them to see the value of the program, they're people won't get interested. So, by asking them a couple of really good questions, I've put a few of them in here, you're figuring out what is it exactly that they need and what are they struggling with? What have they tried before? What hasn't worked in the past? So let me tell you about the program. So if it's through a message, I would literally just copy that. I have all of this in my notes, by the way, under customer call document. And so that I can just go backwards and forwards. Where am I up to with that person in the conversation? And then I just go to the next blue section. I've color coded it for you guys. So you're always asking them a question at the end of every paragraph is most important. So, whether you use this or modify it a little bit, make sure you putting your little bit of flair in there as well, because you don't want it to sound scripted if it doesn't sound like you. Okay, so these work though, guys. It's a really great, simple explanation of the products and the program. So you're asking them a question at the end, and you wait for their reply. So obviously that flicks it through there. And then, we're getting the information through. So that's a customer call. There's also another one of those for a business call as well, but we'll flow through that at another time. So this is here just to help you guys on the 90-day challenge as well. I've put in some product links and business links in there, and then don't worry about everything else for now. And then on that Start Strong, when somebody gets to DVF, after they've gone through the Blueprint group and they've been, they've got their first customer, they've registered their franchise, then we're going to progress into the Team Freestyle ManyChat system. So if you're already at that stage, you will then come into the ManyChat system, which is listed on the Start Strong guide. Not that one. It's in Team Elite. So this new team checklist, on the new team checklist, I'll show you the link that you can click on again. Hopefully you can see this. So once they've hit their DVF promotion, we're going to add them to ManyChat. So when you click on that link, it opens up this Start Strong for Success. Okay, so in here, it will show up with this first message here, welcome to Team Freestyle. And it runs you through the first video. So it's very similar to the Blueprint group. However, it's just one step at a time, and it's only in Messenger. So there's no adding to Team Freestyle or anything like that until they've gone through this. So ours is very similar. However, this will go into more detail. And there's roughly around, I think, 16 videos. So another reason we created the Blueprint group is we didn't want people doing 16 videos before they got started and before they were doing calls, okay, and getting customers. So there's information in there about sharing and attracting customers, I've downloaded all of them, so you know, a new person will just go through this one at a time. Encourage everybody to write notes down as well. Get a new notebook, start making some notes about each different section of what they've learned. There's information in there about building a network marketing business from Jim Rohn, follow-up, customer care from some of the NMDs, and graduation as well. So once they graduate from that, you guys should be fully up to scratch with what you need to know and do in your business. There is only one other document that I've got, and I actually forgot to upload it. So I'm going to show you now, and then I will upload. Little side part here, sorry. All right, so what do we actually do every day? We've got our DMO, which is our daily method of operation. And if you're getting a little bit confused as to, you know, I've got half an hour, or I've got an hour, what on earth do I do? That's what this is for, okay? So I'm gonna just bring it up a bit more so you can see it. So you want to break your time down, however long you've got, whether it's half an hour, 2 hours, whatever that may be. Your mastery hour is not anything to do with the business. This is about you. This is about putting in some self-care for you and just really investing that time in for yourself to exercise, to learn something, and to really reflect on that. So your mastery hour is your business. So I've broken it down into 10-minute blocks. So you can do 10 minutes through the day. And this first page just gives you a little bit of an idea on that. So this is something that you can print off. You can have it on your wall. You can print off one of them a week, however you want to work it, so that you can go through the day and go, right, this 90-day challenge is all about sending out one link a day. But to get to that stage, it is doing reach outs, it's doing birthday messages to start conversations, it's complimenting people. Go and comment on 10 people's posts on their Facebook feed that you would love to work with, that you would love to reach out to, just without the expectation of anything coming from it in return. So you want to schedule your social media posts, and you can use that first week of post document. You want to spend some time in follow-up. So, you know, you can change in your Messenger, you can go into Messenger and you can actually change it. You can't do this on a phone though, by the way. You can go into Messenger and you can click on the little button up the top. Messages, and you can click on that and you can do unread threads, and it will show you all of your unread. So it's a great habit to get into before the end of the day, to be able to go through and just go through your unread messages. You got go and have a look at the post likes that you've got and reply to every comment. See if you can start conversations through your comments as well on your feed, and also go through your business activity tracker. So you can just check these off every day as you're doing it. Make sure you give yourself a day off, guys. You don't want to be doing this full on, right? You want to have a bit of a break. Book in any three-way calls from those messages, and read 10 minutes of GoPro. Now, if you don't have GoPro yet, it is like the #1 book. I don't know where one is. It's upstairs. There it is. GoPro, Eric Worre. If you want to get this book, go to networkmarketingpro.com and search for the free GoPro book, and you can download this for $7.99, I think it is, US, and they send you a free book and you get the audio for free, which is super cool. So back over to this, you want to spend 10 minutes just checking the notifications and have a flick through every day into Team Elite and just scroll through, see if there's anything that you need, and any of the team chat. So if you're in the action chat, Don't be in there if you're not in action. You know, you're more than welcome to stay in the team page because we love you guys no matter what level you're at and what you're up to. We're here to support you wherever your journey is. The action chats are there for the people that are just wanting to build a little bit faster at the moment. So hopefully that all makes sense. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out anytime. I think I've covered everything that I wanted to. I will stop this share. So go out, have an amazing day, make yourself epic, play full out, and let's rock on for Melbourne. See you guys soon.